crazy. He had 50 question multiple choice section, which that was the easy part. And then he had 5 short answer questions. And they could come from anything. And you had to know everything.
Sounds a lot like the STAR test.
No, it was quite a bit harder than the STAR test. The STAR test isn't actually hard if you do your work and learn the things.
It's long though, that's what it is. Not hard, but it's like similar.
It really depends. I promise you that the STAR test isn't as scary as what you think it is.
It's not. I've taken it.
I know, and I have proctored it many times. I have proctored it more times than you've taken it.
It's just long.
It is harder than the tax test was, but only because on the STAR test you have to think. That some people struggle with testing just in general. That is a thing. Alright, what number are we on? I mean, what lesson are we on?
4-7.
4-7.
Are you gonna do that when it's a 6-7?
Maybe.
Probably not, because the grade being reset of beginning of the next year.
No one is gonna do that. No.
You don't think nobody is?
I don't think anyone's gonna do that. Maybe a
Alright, what numbers did we do?
I can have
2
hope.
through 40 evens.
I can have hope.
Number 2 is y equals -2 times the quantity x minus 2 quantity squared plus 3. Number 4 is a. I feel like you need like dividers or something.
I have dividers, but
I feel like you need to use dividers or something. Number 6 is invisible. Where is it? Oh, it's a picture.
It's a picture.
We have a lot of graph. Yeah, we do. So we're going to need the television.
the television.
I don't understand why that song is in my head.
Which song?
I Will Always Love You. My brain has been doing songs weird today. I was pretty much listening because I was driving, so I wasn't actually watching at the time. But I've been rewatching Stranger Things,
Oh.
and so because the new season is finally going to come out, now that everybody's forgotten the show exists, which is kind of silly. I don't know what they were doing. I guess maybe possibly COVID, but whatever. Anyway, so I was doing it, and the scene came on, and I have no idea how I knew this in my brain because I have never like searched for this song ever in my life. But it was playing round and round in the song, this scene with Billy in it, and it's like, is that Rat? I've never listened to Rat in my life. It's like, how do I know that? I looked it up, sure enough, I was right. I don't know how I knew that. No idea at all.
You're just extremely smart, Mr. Sean.
No, my brain just works in weird ways. And as I was sitting in the, I think I was actually watching because I was sitting in the parking lot by that time. Not that. He's one. And I was looking it up, seeing whether I was in fact correct, and I was. And then I was like, this has got to be a superpower, right? Like, how do I use this superpower for good and helpfulness? I don't know. And I haven't figured it out. Being able to know random songs that you didn't know you knew, I don't know if that's a very useful superpower. Wouldn't be one that anybody would ask for.
ADHD brain, thinking in 3D.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I've not been diagnosed with ADHD, but there are signs.
I have.
I know. The problem these days with today's what is happening?
TV Plus not available. Check your internet connection.
There it goes. Great. There's number 6. The problem with today's mental health landscape is people have started using both real and imagined mental health issues as excuses. This was a problem with about 80% of the special ed programs in the world today. Number 8 is also invisible. There it is. Y equals quantity x plus 9/2 quantity squared minus 49/4. Number 12. No. What are we on? 10. Number 10 is y equals -2 times quantity x minus 5/4 quantity squared plus 25/8. Number 12. Y equals -3 times quantity x minus 2 quantity squared plus 2. Number 14 is y equals 2 times quantity x minus 1 quantity squared minus 5. 16 is y equals quantity x minus 2 quantity squared plus 5. 18 is y equals quantity x minus 6 quantity squared. 20 is a picture that looks like, oh, I need to turn the camera around, don't I? It looks like that. I will leave there while I turn the camera around. Anybody want to be famous? Somebody could clip that and like
Put that on a t-shirt.
they could put it on a t-shirt. They could do that.
If I come back with a t-shirt, you know
With the expression you were making, it might be a little bit nightmare fuel, but they could do it. All right. Number 22 is also graphs. Got a bunch of graphs coming up. I gotta turn the
I
page.
have no idea how this happened.
When you were watching old videos that you guys had made for notes, and I was like, you need to put some of your things you say on shirts.
You think so? Well,
Yeah.
you could. You could do that. Could be exciting. You never know what might happen.
I believe in one of my chemistry notes, I did actually put down something that you said.
I did too. I like quoted it.
There is 22.
Physically quoting.
And
Yes.
then there is 24. Excuse me. 26. 28. What did we go through? What y'all say?
40.
40.
Oh,
Number 30 is that one. 32 is that guy. Excuse me. 34A is that. B is they can adjust the coefficient of x squared. 36 is somewhere. There it is. Y equals 3 times the quantity x plus 4 quantity squared plus 3. 38 is y equals -3 times x minus 5 quantity squared plus 4. And 40 is y equals 3/2 times quantity x plus 3 quantity squared plus 2. What questions do you have on those? 26. Sounds lovely.
I'm questioning whether anything makes sense anymore.
You're questioning whether anything makes sense anymore. That seems like a dumb thing to question.
I have my papers in my book. I checked twice before I left, and it is not there.
So you're questioning whether you make sense anymore. Which is different than anything. Alright, 26.
Hey, it sure is something.
It's something. You are in fact something. What? Trying to fight me? 26.
No, don't fight Mr. Sean.
Oh, he would win. He would throw it to the ground.
It looks like one of those. He would be one of those guys.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what that means in this context. I don't know what is one of those guys mean. diverge from its parent.
Is it gonna be flipped over?
It's going to be reflected. What tells us that?
It's negative.
A is negative. True. What else do we know?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
X and Y are going to be 5 and negative 2. Negative 5 being inside the parentheses, once leaves the parentheses. Oh wait, I forgot about the negative. I forgot about the 3.
What? Are you talking about the vertex? Is that what
Yes.
you're trying
Yes.
to head towards?
Yes.
We can grab the vertex from where you're looking.
Yeah.
And the SIGN does change, inside opposite. All that's true. All that is true.
Negative 15, negative 2?
No.
Oh.
Did we ever change the inside because of the outside?
Oh wait.
So the vertex is at 5, negative 2. True enough.
Oh.
Which means it shifted to the right 5 and down 2, right?
Yes.
What the 3 do?
Is it where it's sitting on the x-axis?
No.
It's your slope. It's your beat.
So kind of it's the slope, but what does that mean in this context?
I go down 3 over.
No. That's why I said kind of.
Over line down.
Because let's use that analogy for a second. Let's indulge that thought process because that might be useful. This is a really faded linear parent function, right? He's got a slope of 1 over 1. He's not moved up any, he's not moved down any, he crosses right at 0, 0, correct? He also his slope is going up 1 over 1, right? That's how he looks. But if I change the number in the front to y equals 2x, so this one looks like this, up 1 over 1. That was terribly drawn. Up 1 over the same amount. That's a little better. Good enough for what we're doing right now. If I change this number in the front to 2x, now what does he look like?
Go up 2 over 1.
He's going to go up 2 over 1. He's going to go up 2, 1, 2 over just 1. So the same thing happens here. So what happened was he vertically stretched. He vertically stretched. This happened when we changed it here. Same thing. When this number is greater than 1, absolute value is greater than 1, then it vertically stretches. Now that's the thing that is more, I'm sure that Passman did it in the video as well. That's easier to see in person. So vertically stretching looks like it's getting smaller, right? Because it's stretching higher, right? But it stretches. So a bigger number, we're vertically stretching. A fraction, so like a half or something, is vertically compressing, right? So it looks like it's getting better, but that's bigger, but it's a compression because it's top-down squooshing, right? So this is going to flip over, vertically stretch, and it's going to shift to the right and down, right? So let's do it then. You can kind of count that it's not a slope. The slope in this case would be a derivative. The slope would be the equation of the slope would be actually a line, but that's a different topic for a totally different class. You're not even in that class yet. That class being calculus.
I was going to say.
Okay. So we go to the right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go down 1, 2. So normally, a parabola, the parent parabola, normally when we draw him, he has his vertex over here, and then we go up 1 and over 1 and put a dot, and we go up 1 and back 1 and put a dot, and then we plop him in there. Right? And he looks something more or less like this. Right? So this one is we're going down instead of up, right? And we're going down 3 and over 1. You could also just shove numbers in for x and get a table, right?
I mean, that is also pretty fun.
Over 1. And back 1, because it's symmetric. Can be easier sometimes to dot it in first and then connect the dots, but you do you. If you have one of those silly bendy rulers, then you could also try using that. I've also seen people on the internet use their headphones to draw, like the cord to draw a thing, which y'all know all use wireless earbuds, so that's probably a useless thing. I also found, and whenever I tried it, it didn't really work as well as they did in the video, so, you know, whatever.
So if x is a different number, and
If x is a different number,
like
what you mean?
if there's like 2x and 3
If there's a two here or here?
on the x.
Here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that gets more complicated, because that's a horizontal stretching compressor. It also messes with the vertex.
So we're just not gonna see that.
Not in this class. No. The outside is vertical, right? It's vertical stretch or compress.
So if it was like negative 3x minus 5, would it go up because it's opposite?
You're talking about if this was negative?
Yeah. Would it go?
That is a horizontal reflection. So like, if you have something like y equals negative x squared, it takes the parent, which is normally like this, right? And it reflects it horizontally, which looks the same. What other questions from this lesson do we have? Number 6. What's happening to my eyeballs?
Is 6 technically in the parentheses? Because square, what is that?
What are you saying?
Is 6, would it be considered inside the parentheses? Even though there isn't parentheses?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. Y equals negative 2x squared plus 5. All right, how does this change from the parent?
It goes up 5.
Up 5? How else?
It's down to over 1. Like
It stretches vertically.
Yeah.
What else? What does that negative do?
Is it reflected?
It is reflected. Well, on the y-axis. So we're going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to draw the vertex. And we're going to go down 2 and over 1. And the same point reflected. write it in vertex form. So what should we do?
We should bring it down and do 2 times x squared minus 5 halves.
Yeah, so you're factoring out the -2, right? Yeah. That's absolutely true. Because we can't have that be a not a 1, right? So I don't know what I'm writing. I don't know. Something is going on with me. If I pass out, call somebody. Seeing spots and things and whatever else.
Have 911 on speed dial,
Why?
in case you pass out.
Okay. Because my mom told me. Pull a -2 out. We're left with x squared minus 5 halves x. Leave a space. Sounds great.
Put this, oh, no.
Put -5 halves divided by 2 and then squared.
True.
So we can simplify it to -2.5.
Please don't do that.
Oh.
That's ugly. We don't want those decimals. Get those out of here. Well, stop liking. Change your life. Wouldn't it, what?
Would it be 25 fourths?
25 16ths. Because half of 5 halves is 5 fourths. Does that make sense?
Whenever you're squaring a fraction, you just multiply by 1/2.
No. We have to do 5 halves divided by 2 squared.
Oh, you have to.
-5 fourths squared, which is 25 16ths. When you add 25 16ths here,
We have to subtract it on the other side.
we do, but not just it. It times this, right? So minus 25 16ths times -2. Right?
The number on the outside's gonna be positive.
It is going to be positive. So, what is this going to factor into?
-2 times 1 x minus 5 fourths
5 fourths.
squared plus 25 eighths.
Yeah. Easy peasy. What other questions do we have?
Give me 32.
32. Yeah. Graph.
Is it normal to have the most random songs in your studies every day?
Yes.
Because I got a parody of YMCA, of communist, it's the USSR. Comrade, steel production is down, I said comrade. Yeah,
Well, there you go.
I don't know why.
Somebody made a parody of what is basically already a parody. That's silly. All right. How does it change the parent?
Is it gonna be reflected
It is because of the negative in the front.
and vertically stretched?
Vertically compressed. It's 5/8, which is less than 1.
Can you leave that parody in when homeschool dance?
No. So it's going to be vertically compressed.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said
Vertically
the wrong-
compressed.
Yeah, the wrong-
Stretched is this way. Compressed is this way. Right? What else is going to change?
It's going to be a -8.
What do you mean it's going to be a -8?
Like, the vertex is gonna be a -8.
It's shifted down 8. Is that what you mean? Yeah. All questions do we have?
Can we do 36?
Finally, yes. We're not gonna do all of those picture ones, so are you sure that 36 is the one you want? I'm not saying it shouldn't be, I'm just saying, are you sure that that's the one, or is there a scarier one or anything else? I'm gonna flip the camera around while you deliberate. 36 looks like a great choice. But if you see one that's scarier, that's also fine.
No, let's go with 36.
36.
Yeah.
How many are there?
36. There were 37 last year.
You could have been in the Lord of the Rings.
As what? The giant golem?
No, it's one of the dwarves.
One of the dwarfs. As a giant dwarf.
I can see it.
Yeah, as long as it's not rings of power, I guess that's fine. Alright. Grab
It's
one of
based
y'all's.
on the book of Cyril.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Or
That's
portion.
no, it's not.
That's what I heard.
Where'd you hear that?
You heard what they wanted you to hear, but it is definitely not. They didn't have the rights to that, and if you watch it, it is very clearly not. It is very clearly based on something that they probably just pulled out of their own butts with character names that match.
It was more like an action show, not really based on the book or anything.
It wasn't even an action show.
Wait, what?
And it was kind of like drama.
It was unnecessarily drama with idiot writing.
What are you talking about?
Rings of power.
Oh. Who watches the Rings of Power?
I watched the first season. There's my face on the internet discussing it if you want to watch it. But
Sure.
I didn't watch season 2 because I haven't been able to bring myself to do it yet because season 1 made me mad. So,
With the ending.
with the everything. Alright, there is 36.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like, who knew? Algebra was actually Sauron one time.
Everyone.
I thought about it, but I never really came to it because I thought.
How would
okay.
you know if it's gonna be something times X or just, like, if it's gonna be 4 parentheses X minus something or just like negative 4X?
Let's discuss that, shall we? Alright. The vertex is definitely shifted, right? Where is the vertex of this parabola? -4,3. That's good. I would have also accepted right there.
Right.
Right? So which one is going to be the inside the parentheses? Is it the -4 or the 3?
The 4.
-4, but it is going to be a +4 because inside opposite. All true. All true. I think I'm not going to write it up there. I think I changed my mind. Y equals x plus 4. And then +3 on the outside, right?
Is that all going to be squared?
Oh yeah, thanks. My bad. So the question is A 1 or is it not 1? Looking at it, it looks like it's not. It looks like it's stretched. So what would be a way that we could figure out what A is with the given information?
Counting is slow.
So you could try to count it and figure out how many goes over by 1 and up, whatever else, and they do. Are we counting by 1? We're counting by 1. So yeah, you could make an educated guess, and then we can confirm it with a little bit of algebra, right? So it goes over 1, and then it goes up 3.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's 3. We can do one better. we can confirm that. Yes. We could plug in the 6 for the y. That's an A. Equals A times the -3 for the x. Right? And then we solve this little dude. So how do we do that?
Would you add -3 plus 4?
Add -3 plus 4 sounds like a totally fine place to start. We could also subtract 3 from both sides, right? Do that and this. 6 minus 3 is still 3. Equals A times 1 squared. What's 1 squared? 1. So A does in fact equal 3. A proved and twice proved. The equation is y equals 3 times x plus 4 squared plus 3, right? Yeah. And then there you go.
How would we know it's inside the parentheses?
How do we know what is inside the
Plus
parentheses?
3.
It's a vertical stretch. It's all in this class. It's always going to be outside. Always outside. You could define this with a horizontal compression as well. And so we can put a different number inside, but that's more complicated to figure out. Because you could define the parabola the same. You could define the same parabola with a number here, but that would change more things. It would be a vertical compression, and that would also mess with this number. So always outside for the A. Never B in this class.
I was just thinking because like 6.
Like 6.
How would we know if it was?
Well, there's no parentheses, so it's outside.
Well, that's true.
Okay, good. You've been wrestling with that question the whole class. I'm glad you beat it up. Good job. Way to go. What other questions do we have?
Can we do 34?
Sure. A sailboard manufacturer uses an automated process to manufacture the masts for its sailboards. That function is programmed into a computer to make one such mast. Write the quadratic function in vertex form, then graph the function. Let's do it.
Today's a fun day.
Today is a Thursday.
Tomorrow's a fun day.
Tomorrow is a Friday. Which this semester I don't particularly find fun. But I usually do. And next semester I think it will be better.
But then what's wrong with this semester?
I don't really like the race class I'm teaching.
The math is fun one?
No, that's
Or is
next
that
semester.
next semester? Yeah, that's next semester.
I have learned my lesson though. If they ask for last minute grace class, I will only offer them ones that I have taught before and I know work well. Because this class is not fun.
Which one are you teaching?
I'm teaching environmental systems, which I like, but teaching it in a grace class is quite frustrating because there's not enough time. All right, isn't that fun? Let's write that in vertex form.
You're getting a lot and you're squishing it to a little amount of time.
We've got to write this in vertex form. What should we do? 250th? Yes. Yes, we should. Times x squared, what's 3/5
100.
divided by 1/250th? It's easier to do in your head than you might think. What does 250 and 5 reduce? What are you doing? You dancing?
My head's itchy.
Is it 550?
50 times 3.
150 over 250.
250.
No. When you divide fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal.
So it'd be 150.
Now what?
The green part?
The green part, that's true.
Are we gonna do it in green?
150 divided by 2 squared. 150 divided by 2 is what?
75.
Is 75. 75 squared is what?
5,652.
5,652.
Oh, 25.
What?
5,625.
Makes more sense. 52 doesn't make any sense. Add 5,625. Subtract 5,625 times 1/250. Inside factors into this one, right? So f of x equals 1/250th times x plus 75 squared. What's 5,625 divided by 250?
45 halves.
45 halves. Now this one, because we do want to graph it, let's get a mixed number.
22 and a half.
22 and a half. Now we gotta graph the thing. Should we count by ones?
No.
Clearly not. Also, what are we talking about? Packaging, sales, something? We're doing sales. Do we need we're making, not like money sales, but like flapping in the wind sales, right? Sale boards or something, whatever that is. Anyway, do we need all the quadrants?
No, we only need 4.
We only need quadrant 1. How about we count by 50s? That seems reasonable. 50, 100, 150. Same on the x-axis. Or actually, they did use x for one reason or another. Okay, great. Where's the vertex?
Is it at 75?
Negative 75.
Negative 75, 22 halves.
We need more than just quadrant 1. I forgot that this wasn't like sales of sales. But this is like CNC making the sales. We need over here too. Let's be real time. -75, -22. Oh, we need a little bit out here too. Okay, great. Our graph is growing by the second.
This is great.
I think it looks cool enough to be in a B-reel though. Let's put it in a B-reel. Then we can all selfie a B-reel. How's that sound? Great. If you don't want to be in it, hide your face. I got the camera and Steven. All right, that worked. Okay. All right. Where were we? -75, which is right here. -22.5 would be right here-ish. So our first dots change colors that way we can see what we're doing. About right here. Now what?
And go up 1 over 250.
Now one's gonna be hard to get to. We go down 1/250th and over 1, which is like really close in the, I feel like this is what the thing looked like in the book, is it? What number are we doing? Oh, 34. My brain was thinking about 20.
This is gonna be like a really stretched.
Really compressed.
Yeah. My brain is thinking right now.
Yeah, really compressed. So we probably need some numbers to get something useful. Let's grab a couple points because we can't get to 1 very good because we're counting by 50s, right? So let's grab some points. What do we want to plug in for x?
You still in the decimals.
-2.
You don't have access to a graphing calculator on the test. You have to know how to do it yourself. Next year, just pull up the table.
The 1, the 50s.
What are you saying? What are we going to plug in for x?
-2.
-2. We can't get to -2 either. What numbers do we have that are useful? 0 or 50 or those kind of numbers. 50, sure, sounds great. 50 and 0. What is on the other side of that? 50 is how many from our point?
100.
This is 75, right?
Oh.
So 100 plus 25, so 125. So what's 125 that way? What is -75 minus 125?
-250.
-75 minus 125.
Well, you add them.
Right.
200.
Yeah. -200, which would go with this one. 0 is how far? 75, right? So how many is -75 plus -75?
150.
Great. So if we find these, we will also have these, right? In symmetric. Right? So let's plug a 50 in here. Let's find f of 50. Of 50. What's 50 plus 75?
125.
125. What is 125 squared?
15,000.
Divided by 250.
125 over 2.
Minus 22 and a half. You can give me a decimal if you want. I'm not going to yell at you. Probably. All you have to do is have that thing and then push minus 22.5, enter, right? So click the conversion button. What are you doing?
I'm doing it.
skill issue, bro.
And now I just.
Y'all can't laugh. Nobody else is, well, actually one other of you is putting anything, but they haven't said anything. So, none of the rest of you are doing anything. Actually, that's not correct. Somebody else is doing something. 3 of you are doing something, and the other ones are just chuckling like goobers.
Divided by?
125 squared, enter. Divided by 250, enter. Minus 22.5, enter. And you get 40. Know what y'all got?
Yeah.
Yep. Great. Grace is like, I had an hour ago. Which means this one is also 40, right? Because it's symmetric. Shove a 0 in there. Changes this to a 75, and then we do it again. 75 squared.
5,600.
Great. Divided by 250 is 22.5. Minus 22.5 is 0.
Isn't that, ain't that?
That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yes, it does. It's opening up. I keep thinking about 20. My brain is stuck on number 20, which doesn't look like this question at all. Totally different graph. Great, good. It makes sense. It's all happy. So, shove these points on our picture and then connect the dots. 0, 0. Negative 150, 0. 50, 40. Negative 240. Connect the dots. We did it. Eventually. Felt more painful than it should have been. Part B says, describe how the manufacturer can adjust the function to make its mass with a greater or smaller curve. Which one of these numbers changes the curve?
The X.
This is a number, and so is this one.
Oh, 200.
The 250th. So you can tap, so that's what answer to part B is. You can change the coefficient, that's the aim for the number in front of a variable, right? The coefficient of the x squared term. If you change that, it would change how wide or narrow. If he wants to make little skinny sailboards, whatever that is, you change it to a bigger number, right? If he wants to make wider ones, a smaller number. Goodbye, kids, unless anybody has a 5-minute question. I will see y'all on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We have one more lesson. Tuesday, and then we have a test.
Well, see you Tuesday. Oh, well, look how delightful this is. Look what's on the ground.